The logic of logic is organized in 7 seals, which are 7 dimensions of 7 codes each, up to the number of 49 that is, of course, the total of its structure. In this first logical seal, where we will see the first 7 codes of the logic, we can find the keys to restart the humankind in the path of light. Because the humankind is in the world, believing to be within the light, everyone believing to be a good person, but completely disconnected from the source of life, that is the Eternal Father, who, as we will see in this logical sea, and especially in this first code, is not very far from each one of us. The first code of the logic of logic is the voice of the one who really is. So, listen, men from every nation, and see it. I have not spoken to a single breed of man. Neither have I spoken, nor have I given blessings to an only people. I have not unsheathed arrows from my quivers in order to throw them against my supposed enemies, and I don't sink any people into despair. Thus, listen to the manifest of the intelligence which gets to the ear of the one who listens at. The dimension of the universe and the unfathomable of its totality, it is and exists with the purpose that there is life, that life is all what it generates, because that is the purpose of creation, to be alive, to have life. But the person who gets disconnected from it because he or she believes that he or she is the only one in the whole creation and that this planet was made to be exploited by him as he has done so far, and he keeps on doing so, we know by the simple logic that life on this planet is simply going to perish. Analyze the wars, analyze the death, hunger, the corruption of those who lead and govern the countries and the resources, believing themselves as owners of everything when nothing belongs to them. And add up to that issue each human being on the planet who believes that the natural order of things in life is at one. Here it is then the irrefutable proof that we are disconnected from the source of life that moves everything, that transforms everything, and that recreates everything. And that source of life throughout the generations has been given many names, but here in this first code of the logic, which tells us clearly from its title, the voice of the one who really is, doesn't have any name. I'm going to call it with a word because of the logical sense it has, and it is Father. But it is an unnamed Father, because there is not a way to call him that allows to comprehend the total idea of what he is as the creator, or as the intelligence, or as the creative consciousness of the whole universe, being himself the entire universe. He has no name and no end. Terrestrial people do not know him because they have believed in all the lies that the ones of the rebellion have instilled inside their heads. That rebellion is in this planet, posing as human beings and dominating absolutely everything behind the 4 powers which we can see governing this system. And that rebellion of which I am talking about is recorded in multiple books, especially in the Apocalypse, where it is clearly explained to us that Michael and his angels fought against the dragons, but these ones did not prevail, and Michael threw the dragon and his angels to earth. And if he threw them onto the earth, it is because they come from outside of it, as an extraterrestrial invasion, and it was thrown here by the eternal powers, so that they have their definitive end precisely here. That's why the Eternal Father, the Endless and Unnamed One, presents himself through this message coming from the stars before the humankind as the one who has not spoken for a single breed of man. Think for a moment, all the gods that exist on this planet have spoken for a single breed of man. Analyze Jehovah, who is the Jews' God, because that is the difference of what is the true origin of the God you all are seeking compared with the God of this earth. who instead says that he is a jealous God, and in addition to this, there is no other apart from him. However, the intelligent question is this: if there is no other God apart from him, why is he jealous? And it is because he, that alien God that fell onto this planet, clearly knows that there is indeed a powerful God who is truly apart from him, and therefore, and as Isaiah denounced this false God, intends to become similar to the Most High. How you have fallen from heaven, morning star, son of dawn, you have been cast down to the earth. You who once lay low the nations, you said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens, I will raise my throne above the stars of God, I will sit enthroned on the mount of the assembly, on the utmost heights of the Mount Saphon. I will ascend above the tops of the clouds, I will make myself like the Most High. And due to the manipulation of thought and genetics that the false God has made on the humanity of this planet, he has reached to do it, since humankind worship him as he were the true God, and his central strategy since the time of his arrival with his legion was to have founded religions in order to impersonate the real God just in front of us.
Is that the Nephilim are the ones that created all the religions on the earth. And the very first thing that they did is they taught that religion to hate all other religions. It was absolute genius. Absolute genius.
So we have to recognize them: Jehovah, Allah, Ares, Mithras, or any other of the thousands of gods on this planet and in the different religions. If they have a chosen people upon which they have poured out their blessings, then they are perverse and false gods. And they don't really exist, because the unnamed Father is more than a God. The unnamed Father is the primary cause of absolutely everything in the existence. He is the primary cause for this sun to exist, and also all the powerful suns in the unfathomable universe. And he is also the primary cause for that little leaf to move. He is absolutely everything. How big would God have to be to fit in any of the temples that are built in this planet? Such as Paul of Tarsus clearly said, "For in him we live and move and have our being, for we are also his offspring." Thus, we are also his offspring. That is the original nature of man. The only place where we can find him is within ourselves. That's the truth of the voice of the one who really is. He lives there in man's heart as a light which is expecting to be sought and found. That is the manifesto that gets to the ear of you all who listen up.